Hi, this is Bernard Harris, and welcome to B Talk. Today we have with us Helsinki Seagulls head coach Jussi Laakso. What's up, Jussi? How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. Just here at Kisahalli with some of the players.
Okay, just like a normal coach, you living in the gym.
Basically, yeah.
Thanks for taking this time. I know you're quite busy now with the upcoming schedule, and you got your Americans coming in and practices and all that stuff. So I appreciate you taking time on a Saturday to come in and talk with me. So let's talk a little bit about how you actually, I know you've been coaching for well over 20 years now.
Yeah, actually, I have coached maybe. I started at the age of 14, so this is my 33rd season as a coach.
Wow, that's a long time. And you, like myself, have been coaching for a while, and neither one of us have hair.
Yeah, exactly.
on our heads, at least on our heads anyway. So let's talk a little bit about how you got actually started in basketball.
In general, I started playing when I was, 7, 8 years old. My family moved to Forssa, and basketball was a big thing in Forssa those years, and like almost all my classmates were playing basketball, so I want to try it myself as well, and I was okay player, maybe a little bit less than okay, but like I still played in junior like SM Sarja and those leagues, but like then when I was like starting coaching, we moved back to Riihimäki and at Riihimäki, basketball wasn't that big thing, but I had played in Forssa for several years, so they were asked me to join in at the age of 14, and I was enthusiastic with that, and like wanted to. It wasn't that kind of coaching when you're 14, obviously, but like, but it started then, and I played. Maybe I was age of 20 or something. I stopped like practicing really hard, and then I just played for fun. But my coaching got more serious after that. So that was pretty much the beginning of my basketball career.
Okay, so you actually were a head coach from what 2000, starting in 2000 with Lappeenranta Cats.
Yeah, actually, I moved from. I first were living in Tampere, and I was coaching BC Nokia 84 born girls there, and then my former teammate Boutros Mali was coaching Cats. At that time, we met. We played against each other, and like he was selected to Lappeenranta Namika men's head coach, and he was asking me to come move to Lappeenranta to be an assistant for him, and I went. I moved from Tampere to Lappeenranta, and I was 1 year with the men's team there. I was 25 years old, like Boutros was 25 years old, and all of our players were about the same age. For example, Pasi Riihelä came then to our club and stayed there since those years. And after that year, I wasn't that happy with especially management of the team. So they offered me from Lappeenranta Cats as a head coach position, and I was there with the A juniors and women's team for a couple of years.
And I think we probably met in 2004, so around 2004, 2005. You were coaching women with Helsinki Namika, and I was coaching the A boys.
Yeah, you did. You did with Leon Huff. Yeah, I remember that. Like, I moved from Lappeenranta 2004 to Helsinki Namika, and I was head coach for the women's team and a juniors as well. They calling under 19 nowadays, but like it was a juniors back then, and like I was in that position until 2008.
Okay.
So we were starting. We were then Namika's women's team were in first division, and then last 2 seasons when I was with them, we played in SM Sarja.
All right. So you've spent the majority of your coaching years on the women's side, coaching young girls, women, and
yes, yeah.
Okay. And so in 2015, 16, you decided to change from Honka, I think you were in Honka at the time, and go to Karhu Basket as an assistant coach with the men.
Yes.
What made you change?
It was a long like thinking. I was thinking that like a transition for a long time. I was 1 year in Honka, also women's head coach, and then I jumped back to juniors at Honka. I was 2 years with really talented 99 born group girls there. Then I felt like I needed some change. Like I have been with the men's basketball, and also especially I started with the boys, like in Riihimäki and those places. I coached boys basketball, so I just wanted some change. I still stayed girls side in national team level, but like I wanted some change to my like coaching and some new perspective and I was Sami Toivianen was actually head coach for under 18 girls. We were together. I was assistant. He was head coach. I think 2 years or 3 years we were together. And Sami was also head coach for Karhu Basket. And obviously I followed them a lot, and then there was a change that Riku Parkatti wanted to go somewhere else, and there was open position, and Sami was right away offering it to me, and I took it, and let's say I'm not regretting it at all that I took it.
It certainly was a good move for you. And in 2018, and you won your first men's championship, Chorus League championship with Karhu, and you also were coach of the year that year.
Yeah, that's true, and like I got the opportunity from Karhu Basket to be a head coach when Sami moved to Tampere, and actually when I went to Kauhajoki 2015, I was telling Sami and the like managers and the board, I was telling them that hey, I'm here for getting the head coaching job once when Sami is going away. So I will work my ass off to get the position, and I did a pretty good job there, and then they offered me. I was a young rookie coach, and I really appreciate especially Vesa Ojala who trusted me that job, and probably he won't regret that decision either, because my first year as a head coach we won the championship, and we make back-to-back next year. So
yeah,
it was quite a start for me as a head coach.
Exactly. Two championships back-to-back. And then the next season, you decided to leave and move to the Helsinki Seagulls after all the success with Kauhajoki.
Yeah, actually, I had still like 1 year contract left at Kauhajoki, and but that was also, even though we got success and we won those championships, I was still feeling that I missed something from my life, like in general, and I was feeling kind of alone at Kauhajoki, and sometimes
Kauhajoki will make you feel like that.
Yeah, it's really nice place.
Okay, yeah, I know. I spent a lot of time in Kauhajoki.
Yeah, nothing against Kauhajoki, and the people there are really good. They really treated me nice and everything, but still there was some part of me who wanted to come back to Helsinki, and I wasn't even. I was planning to take maybe 1 year off or something like that, and maybe travel and educate myself, travel to some clubs and universities, and that was my initial plan. But then we announced it. I think it was somewhere close to February that we are doing this change, that Janne Koskimies will be the new head coach for Karhu, and I'm leaving Kauhajoki. So after that, I got around 14, 15 offers, not all from basketball. So there were several companies also, some kind of HR positions which were offered to me. So I was talking with much more older and wiser people than I am, and they were saying that, hey, maybe it's better that you will take one of those jobs, because maybe after a year nobody can remember who you are. So Helsinki Seagulls was one of those who offered me a job, and obviously Koris League team in Helsinki. It's a privilege to be here. Like these positions are really wanted. You name the sports: ice hockey, football, basketball, volleyball, you name it. If it's in Helsinki, these are really good positions. So I was really into that, and I took the job.
Okay. Have you enjoyed it so far?
Yes, I have. And I think even though we haven't won the championship, the league championship, that I think we have done decent job here. Like we have been 2 times regular season champions. Once okay, we were tied with Salo that year when COVID ended all, but like the second year we won the regular season, but still ended up third in the league. Also last season we ended up third in the league, but we won also three times. We have three-peat with Finnish Cup now, so it has went decent, but like obviously we wanted more, and we want that chip.
And you had a chance with the Seagulls to coach some legendary players like Sean Huff, Petteri Koponen, and Tuukka Kotti. How was that experience?
Let me say first about Sean Huff, like he is an absolutely amazing person. Like I haven't met anyone like him.
Not even his dad.
Yeah, probably. I don't know Leon that well that I know Sean, but like probably he has taken all the things from him. But like he's a great person. He takes care of everyone else around him, and but still can lead the team by with his example and with his talk, and like that was really great 3 years with him here in Helsinki, and I hope that he just thinks the same. I think we have a common ground with this subject with Sean. Like he definitely is model professional who I don't have even the words how great person he is. Like just wow effect on him. Also, like of course, Tuukka Kotti is a great person as well. Like okay, last year was a little bit harder because some of the differences with the opinions, but like everything is clear now, and Tuukka continues his career still in Honka, so all good here with him. We know each other from a long time. He is from Forza as well, and so we are in really good terms.
Yes.
With him. So, and also Petteri, it was only 1 year, but like obviously any coach would have taken Petteri. Obviously he had his problems with the legs and everything. So, but I think in general it went pretty good. If you think how like his hips are at the moment, so he still can play, but like it's really hard for him. Like he said I just read a story from Aamulehti, I think it was yesterday, where he told about the pain what he suffers every day, and so it wasn't easy for him, and obviously it shows a little bit during the season, but like with these other two, like Petter, like you said, Petter is a legend, and it was a privilege to coach him.
Yes, and playing with pain takes a lot of joy out of the game.
Yeah, exactly. That what he also said in the article. So hats off for him to even play last season, because it probably wasn't that fun anymore to him. And also maybe, I don't know, like we had some like disagreements with some things, but maybe I wasn't the type of the coach he has used to, because he has had like many Serbian coaches and Montenegrin coaches and so on. So probably my way wasn't that type of a coaching what suits him best. We still manage to do things, but I think some coaches who really are more strict and more, let's say, more aggressive and more demanding than me, maybe it would be fitting him more. But like still, everything worked out well, and I'm happy to have that experience with him, and like I wish him all the best for the future after basketball.
Right. Well, to lose that much experience and talent all at one time with those three players, how do you see the Seagulls going forward this season?
That's a really good question, and obviously we thought about that a lot, and but we also changed a little bit our like approach how to build a team, and also like I'm always saying that don't underestimate the experience, but this time we want to try a little bit different. Like we recruited players who are a little bit younger, maybe a little bit more athletic, a little bit faster maybe, and also players who really can work out hard throughout the season. I don't say that these players didn't work out hard, but it's obvious that like if when you are getting to the latter part of your career, also the practices will become harder, and even if we going if So we needed, basically last year, we needed to adjust our practices because of this older group of players. And now we are in a situation that we can go with the younger and athletic players. So that changes a lot in the practices, and also I hope that it will show in the games as well. And that was like our main point in recruitment, that we want more athletic, more at least faster players what we had last year. That's true what you said about the leadership, what we lost there. It was huge loss if you think about leadership. But we hired René Rousseau, who, okay, he is a little bit older player as well, born '86, but he's a great leader, and he's like.
He played for you at Carnival.
Yes, I was then. It was my first year when I brought him to Finland, and we stayed together 2 years there. And I have to say one thing about René. René has played 3 seasons in Finland, and he has won 3 championships. So he's a winner. And we have a relationship which was like going on even through these years where we weren't together as a coach and a player, but like we were contacting basically every week, even though he was in France, and even though he was at Kauhajoki again, we still had a contact to each other. And now when Kauhajoki decided not to offer him a contract, then I like smell the chance there. I should take him in, and probably what I have heard from him, he is best fit of his career at the moment, and he is full of excitement to come to Helsinki to beat the Karhu at least.
Okay, well that's great. That's always great to hear. What other players have you added to the roster? Let's say I'm talking about Finnish players now.
Finnish players. Okko Järvi is a newcomer. He was also in that my first second championship year at Karhu. So he and René knows him. They know each other from there, and they really like to play with each other. So that was a good recruitment from us. He will bring some energy, and he's born '96, so he's in the best age of. Like he's 26 at the moment. Then we brought Markus Rautasalo, like for backup point guard for Lassi Nikkarinen from Kotka, fast young guy who has played with Muki most of his career. Then we brought 4 young players. One is still not announced, but 4 guys who plays also for Namika in first division. So Thomas Rönnholm, Elias Leskinen, Henri Mennander, and Leevi Matias Taimela are those 4 young players. Then we have we kept 4 players from last season. We kept Lassi Nikkarinen, Sakari Laakso, and then Antti Kanervo and Timi Heinonen brings also the experience and the continuity to this team. So Timi Heinonen, he looks extremely well at the moment. Those 2 still can practice in a very high level, and they really can run the floor, and the pace is not going to drop with these 2. So it's great to. I think we have really like a good mix of young and a little bit older, but like still we can emphasize the intensity and the active way of play basketball, and also like I haven't mentioned two American players. We have Zina Edelson, one who is a Harvard graduate, to our 5 spot, and then Robert Trey Hall, the third, is our combo guard, who has played in Finland for 5 years, and he lives in Finland. So
I actually had a chance to coach Robert when he was first getting started. I coached him at Pontvik. And then he moved on. He played like three or four games with us, and then he moved on to Pussihuka. Yeah. So I know him quite well, and really good guy, and a really good team player.
Exactly, and that was also one of the main things in our recruitment, that we really want all the players to be good teammates to each other, and also like have I want them to have the motive. The first motive to be here is to win a championship and practice be competitive in practice, and also be competitive on the games. And I think Trey is one of those players that he's always been a little bit underdog wherever he has gone, but he has made excellent job wherever he has been. And I think he did really good job at Kouvola last season, the half of the season what he played there. Also before that half of the season with Topo, and now he plays the first full season in Korisliiga, and he really has grinded himself to this position, and I think he deserves the possibility, the opportunity to be with Helsinki Seagulls to hopefully win the championship. I think he deserves that.
Yeah, without a doubt, he's a good addition to your team. Yeah. So with the new look Seagulls, we'll call them this year, what's your expectations?
Obviously, we are not the number one team. Like if you read our roster, like we were probably last season, because we had Koponen, Hafkotti, so on. But like our expectation is to win the championship. Obviously, it needs some luck. It needs really hard work, and it needs that we stay healthy. So, but that's the ultimate goal for us, like to win the championship. Of course, we would like to also that our game, our playing will show that we have done some changes here with how we practice and how we want to play the game. So we want to really be active team. We want to be playing on full court, like on defensive, and we want to also run more fast breaks what we have done recent years. So I hopefully that will show to people who will come to watch our games that we really enjoyable team to watch. And I think we have such a players who really can be a fan favorites. I don't know if I mentioned Jeffrey Carroll, who just came to our team for 3 position. Like he has been playing 3 years in Italy, also in Serie A1, and he took a huge pay cut to come to us, because we were talking with him about the fresh start what he wanted. Like he was kind of like labeled in Italy, and he want something else to his career. He's 27-year-old, and I was telling the stories about the players who has played with me and where they have went from here, and he was pretty much sold with that plan that like he will come here to help the team to win championship and then hopefully step to the next level, maybe Bundesliga in Germany or France Pro A or something like that. But he's a great player and he has really great motivation to have a great season with us. Also, he's a really good team guy.
Okay.
As well.
So what has up to this date, what has been your best experience in basketball? Something you'll never forget.
Oh. Probably I have actually, I don't know which is better. Probably the first championship was so far to be the biggest thing for me, because it was my first head coaching job and we won the championship. That was really huge for me. That was a statement that also women's coaches can coach men's basketball and be successful. And also it was huge to me because I'm kind of like different what we have used to have a coaches in Finland, also like that. I have a little bit different approach, and I give a lot of responsibilities to my staff and also the players, but also there has to be like 100% trust to make that call. But like it was also like, to me, it was a sign that, hey, you can be successful just to be yourself. And yeah, I think that's why it was the biggest thing, because I didn't have to make compromises with my values or how I want to do things, but because there is always been doubters or haters, how you can say it, like that if you coach women, you cannot coach men, or if you are too nice, like in a way, it's kind of like negative. I turn it to the positive, that you can be nice, but you can be also demanding, and you can still win the championship even with these kind of things what I have done. So that's why that's the biggest thing probably in my basketball career. Other thing, it was with Avakuir when we get to A division with under 18 national team. So that was one of greatest moments in national team basketball what I have experienced. So Avak is just a great person and a player as well, and I was really happy to be part of that team who won the B division championship. I think it was 2019.
Any more advice you would give to young coaches that are getting started with their coaching career, besides what you just said about being yourself? Any other tips you would give young coaches?
Yeah, be yourself is the best advice I can give. But also, I was reading Lassi Tuovi's article as well, which just came out, and Lassi is actually I was his first coach at Lappeenranta, and I hope I have also given him some of this. Of course, he has getting those information from somewhere else too, but like. I could have said the same thing, like how you treat people around you. That's how you can really be successful. Like I really agreed on that what Lassi said in a paper, and like for me it's not about X and O's. I know that sometimes you need to think about X and O's, and it's important to have those, but majority of the coaching is to how you deal with people.
Right.
That's right. The biggest thing for me, and you don't need to be other person when you're talking to even best of the coaches or best of the players or whoever you're talking. Just be yourself and like treat people like you want yourself treated. That's kind of like religious thing as well, like biblical thing. I'm not even religious, but I believe that thing that, hey, if you want some kind of treatment, then treat the other people like you want yourself treated.
Exactly. I believe the same thing. If you want respect and you want people to be nice to you, you have to give that back. So, and you actually have to give it first.
Yes.
Then it comes back to you.
Exactly, and I have few values in my life. What I have like got in my mom and dad, like to be open, to be honest, and to be straight. And those things, if you can do with other people, you can be honest with them. You can be a straight shooter, like even on negative things. And when the conversation is open, then everything should be fine.
Well, that advice has served you well. And yes. At this time, I will say thank you, Jussi, for your time. I appreciate you doing this, and good luck with the season.
Thank you. It was a pleasure to be in your podcast, and I really appreciate your invitation, and I hope you are doing fine there as well.
And here's something for you to think about real quick. I'm having a shooting clinic on the 21st of next month in Herttonimi. It would be great if you could stop by with one of your American players just to say hello to the kids.
Did you say 21st of October?
21st of October, next month.
I will check my schedule right away, and I'll get back to you.
Okay, great. Thanks, man. Talk to you later.
Thank you. Talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.